Hello YouTube, DrakeyC here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dissidia Duodecim Final Fantasy. Now you might be noticing some things look a little different. First thing before I mention that, I apologize for the audio issues with Laguna's part, Chapter 3. That has been fixed, so there's some tweaks in my recording setup. Much more importantly though, everything looks different because I have downloaded an HD texture pack for the game that someone is working on the SSPP forums. Now, I will emphasize this is a pre-alpha a pre-alpha release. Not everything is higher texture, but a lot of things are upgraded. You can see the new character select screen. The portraits look gorgeous. The guy has remade a lot of assets from scratch, and they look awesome. So I will be using this for the rest of the Let's Play. You will notice some things are not changed, but most things are improved and it looks better, much better. Now, to show you up here, you will notice that I have some new accessories. The muscle belt, the earring, the Dragonfly Orb, and the sunrise. Now, I said before that I didn't think I could get them because the muscle belt requires the Promethean Shard, which is the battle gen item for the Final Fantasy XI arena. I can't recall its name off the top of my head. And the earring requires the Sapphira, which is from the Sky Fortress Bahamut. Now for some reason, and I mentioned this in my walkthrough as well, I was under the impression that you had to complete the 012 storyline and the epilogue before you could unlock the ability to battle gen from these arenas. I was completely wrong about that. All you have to do is defeat the character associated with them. So for the Promethean Shard, once you defeat Shantado, you can battle gen from that arena freely, and once you defeat once you battle gen from them, and once you battle gen from Vaughn, you can get the Sky Fortress Bahamut item. So I did some grinding off screen. I didn't use any characters we're going to be using in the storylines because I don't want to throw off balance. I used characters that are exclusive to the reports in terms of required content. And I battle gen items, so I got the Power Ring, Muscle Belt, and Earring, which the Power Ring boosts all damage by 3, the Muscle Belt or Earring boosts that one type of damage by 7, which is just way better. So that's awesome. The Hyper Ring I have not done yet because the Stalwart's Hopes, it goes Dream, Desire, and Stalwart's Hopes. The Stalwart's Hopes, I believe in order to battle gen them, you need to have Garland at a certain minimum level, and that level is 28, at least according to Final Fantasy Wiki. So I don't have any character that could take on a level 28 Garland, and I didn't want to level grind them up too much like that. And I just don't need the Hyper Ring either. I mean, look at these. These are awesome. The other items I battle genned were the Dragonfly Orb, which needs a Moonstone, Reaper's Dream, Wraith's Dream, that's Cloud of Darkness, Kuja, and the Lunar Canyon. And the reason I went for this specifically is EX Core Absorption plus 10%, so you get more from EX Cores, which is good. And the downside is that EX Gauge duration is lowered, which I don't care about, because as long as you're attacking, your assist gauge is gonna stay charged, so I remember when I played, I barely even noticed that drawback. I don't want this yet because, I just don't think it's gonna be that useful, Don't have enough accessory slots to really put together a dedicated EX build for someone yet. And the other thing I took was Sunrise, which raises the battle gen rate. And this needs items from Kane, Kefka, and the Magicite Shard from Kefka's Tower. So this is going to be on all my characters going forward. There are many other items I unlocked, I did not get any of them yet. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing off screen. HD textures and new accessories that are going to make the story mode awesome. And with that in mind, without any further ado, let's get to it. We'll go back into here just to suit lightning up. Now, there is something in my walkthrough I mentioned. I'm not sure if it's unlocked yet or if we have to actually start the game yet. Oh, there it is, yep. Altair. We want this. And the reason we want this is because it is needed to trade for the Capella, which is a very powerful gun, as you can see. And it is usable by 4 of the 6 Pelagus characters, one of which we don't need to worry about anyway because he's not usable in the final storyline. So as far as I'm concerned, this is like an immediate future-proof item, this Capella. But we are low on money for it. But I have a way to make the money. First, we can sell this. Well, yeah. By the time I need it back to trade for something, we can just get it back. I am not selling that. Where is it? That in here. Chocobo Ring. I could sell some of them. Yeah, sell 2 of them. Super Slick. I don't need that. Yeah, hang on to that. Hanging on to these because they will get you. There it is. There's what I'm looking for. Pink Tails. We found several of them through the storylines now, and they give us a nice payday to sell. So we sell them, and now for the Altair. No, because it is going to be traded, and there it is. This is the thing I've been mentioning, like, build up to. That is awesome. This is the best weapon for a lot of characters right now. Oh, and also, can I afford it? Oh, good, I can. Lightning is going to be one of my main characters, my main character in the final chapter and in Confessions of the Creator. So she's going to get used out of those slots and just, yeah, level 60 Aldebaran. Who cares? That's awesome. Okay. Now I'm going to upgrade her. It has been a little while since we've used Lightning, so we have some new options. And lots of shiny new accessories. We will give her the Muscle Belt, Dragonfly Orb, and Sunrise. And then HP 100%, level 10 to 9. I wish I had bought that another booster back in that storyline. I'll get it someday. Maybe I'll go back and get it off screen. That's not gonna get use. Near opponent, because she will be near opponent often. And not really any other boosters worth using, so let's toss in the Muscle Belt. Oh, the Power Ring, I mean. There, so that's a combined plus 10% physical damage times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1.2 equals badass. Okay, summons, what do we have? Oh yeah, we're gonna want Cactuar, because, again, I remember what's coming up. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I remember he's in here. Kefka's enigmatic words, Kane's betrayal. With so many questions still lingering, Lightning is alone on her way to Sanctuary. Yeah. You know you're playing as Lightning because she's complaining. There we go, thank you. Shadow that, nothing back here. Optional gateway here. Yeah. Oh, come on, go around. There we go. Okay. We'll open the chest first before we go in here. Selling all the pink tails, they needed to trade for the ribbon, which lowers the chances of accessories breaking. But it's a level 60 armor piece, so I will not be able to use the ribbon, even if I had it, for a long time. And by the time I am ready to use the ribbon, if I want to, I can buy pink tails. So I will not even notice. Could use a multi-chain. Consult my walkthrough. Okay. I'm not gonna, so, yeah, may as well use this here. Get a little more KP. Okay. Yeah, that is one thing with the texture map pack is it seems to have glitched the accessory icons so they don't show up, but that's not a big deal. You can tell what they are, and ultimately it doesn't really matter. And I have a memory, I remember. Now see, look at this, look at these! Look at that HUD! Isn't that glorious? Look at how Kane, the damage number when Kane stuck his spear into me because I'm distracted. Wasn't that cool? Ah, this looks so beautiful now, I love it. Do. Oh, lightning strike, yes. Oh, that's gonna get used. Lightning now has a much better ground HP attack than Razor Gale. Also gonna mention off camera, I'm gonna start firing the game up each day. Just noticing a little glitch there with the portrait clipping out the border there. Again, this is a pre-alpha texture pack. Anyway, as I was saying, off camera, I'm gonna be going into the game each day just for the sake of Mognet, because you get PP from the Moogle letters and eventually they give you items. And I want PP so I can fill up my catalog and get more bonuses. You are annoying, lady. How's that? Thank you for dashing right into it. I really do appreciate that. I have mixed feelings about the bravery numbers when you get enough to kill the target. Now, on the one hand, they're not glowing, or so they're not as attention-catching. But on the other hand, they're a little less intrusive that way, and the color change is still easy to notice. The numbers suddenly go from plain white to metallic and purple. So, yeah. Oh, come on. Seriously? You know you're gonna die. That is just being a dick. Oh, speaking of being a dick, you want to play that way? Fine. Oh, okay. Now you're really pissing me off, boy. Razor Gale, and 1 hit damage. 1 hit wonder, 1 HP. I knew what I was trying to say. So once again, if you are interested in using this texture pack, again, it's pre-alpha, so as you can tell, probably not everything is higher quality, but I'll link to it in the description. It's pretty easy to use. Just in your PSP memory stick, there should be a folder, textures there. You just unzip everything to that folder and replace all the files, and there you go. An interesting note, I'm not completely sure, but I think they might use, at least using the Commando and Ravager icons, act directly from the original Final Fantasy 15. I'm not completely sure, don't quote me on that, but if they are, it's a nice touch and it works. Vaughn, why are you being an ass? Just because of all the horrible true things I said about you being annoying? There we go, that's better. That wasn't too bad of a fight. And once again, I'm honestly not even noticing the missing icons. Like, the only thing you really win from battles is battle gen items, which have self-descriptive names. So if you win something that's not a battle gem item, like the zombie rag there, that's obviously a trade accessory. Aether leaf, that's accessory. This is an enemy I have to kill because he's in the way, but standing in the way of me and treasure, and that's never a good idea. Oh. Okay. Again, dick move, bro. Okay, come on, yep. And it occurs to me, I have Lightning Strike, and as usual, I forgot to equip it, because I do that when I learn new abilities. I mean, you don't need to equip abilities to use them, right? You can just will them to happen. Yeah. Oh, cure midair! Okay, what's in here? Soul of Patience. Okay. Let's do this before I forget again. Don't have anything else new, do I? Don't think I do. Nope. Just Cure, which I will not use. Lightning Strike, yes. This is going to be my default one. Close range, stunning attack. Very appreciated, very useful. Got Speed Boost, Free Air Dash, Air Dash. Yep. Okay, Reverse Paradigm, do not care. How close is... Oh, it's far away from mastering. Okay, that ain't gonna happen for a while. Okay. Now we're done here, we can continue on. Again, there is no optional content in my walkthroughs. Something all the way over there? Yeah, that's a long walk. Like I said, that is one thing, like the walk between gateways in this game sometimes is just really tedious and annoying. 2 powers became a frail light. Hi, Mr. Moogle, just a sec, I want to get this before I talk to you. Just because I wanna. Frail radiance. I think that's like a jump chain, I think, which might have use. Oh, round chain, the most useless chain of them all. Hello. Now this Moogle Shop changes throughout the game, and he has different items on your bonus day, which it is today. If I recall correctly, you equip this, and it breaks after battles, and eventually becomes something you need to trade for a valuable accessory. I don't fully remember. Yeah. Okay. Why did I... Okay. So he doesn't have much now, but he will change through the game. I don't recall what the triggers are, but he'll have valuable stuff. Now, just because it's not gonna get that much use out of it, you know. Really, I wish I could buy Rosetta. Like, they should have them like have some basic inventory, because you haven't played Lightning in a while. She's gonna be underleveled. You might want to buy stuff for her. And especially, like, if you didn't do it in Yuna's storyline, you might want to buy one of the KP weapons or armor. And you're not allowed to do that. Damn it. The ghost of Kuja is back for revenge, the damn floaty bastard. When I said you were a damn floaty bastard, that wasn't advice. Why would I want to get away? Okay. There we go. I was gonna try and chase ya. No, you don't. Not the brightest decision Kuja's ever made. Oh no, a projectile that's gonna kill me is incoming. I know. I'll try to attack. And now my attack will scare off hers. Didn't quite work. 1500 gil, thank you. I believe the texture pack, I think it also upscales some of the game textures too, but if it does, and I'm not sure, but I haven't really noticed. Models still look the same, and you know, without actually changing the model, only so much you can do. I actually wonder if there is like an HD model hack somewhere out there for this game that's a work in progress. Be cool. There he is. You have no idea, Lightning. Okay. Well, I want that summon stone, so we have to fight. May as well fight both and get a little KP and experience before we face him. I love that. Come on down. Thank you. Direct hit. Yes. There we go. Yeah, that was easy. Thank you for being stupid. Do 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 do.
That wasn't too bad of a fight.
Not at all. Mm-hmm. I remember that. It like breaks 10 times. Which is really stupid though, the way they format it. Like, pebble, it broke and turned into a pebble. Like, I guess maybe it turns into a slightly smaller pebble. I don't know.
Not even worth my time. Dodge this.
Okay. Occurs to me well, I have EX charge if I wanted to use it. Now that's just mean, Yuna. Now come on. Chase. Thank you. I need to recharge up my EX gauge and you will be my punching bag. Does that work for you? Although... Now, behave! Yuna. Why do they make things difficult? They have to know they're gonna die. They have to have that level of self-awareness. There we go. See, was that so hard? Well, I'm sure the last part was pretty painful, but, you know.
That wasn't too bad of a fight.
Ooh, 2! And Blaze Rush. That's gonna come in handy. That is Lightning's raged aerial commando attack. So now her commando move pool is pretty much complete, I believe. And she finds Odin, of course. Because that's just perfect. And the potion, which... yeah, we're gonna need to prepare because that right there is, I believe it's called the Elite Battle type battle piece. Can we check? Doesn't say no. But they are the hardest types of enemies in the game. So, well, hardest normal types of enemies. So first thing, I'm gonna equip that. Ground dash. No, we want to stay in the air. Why is it some... No, I don't need... I should have equipped that in the last 2 battles, actually. That would have been handy. Charge my... Hindsight's 2020. Now we're going to replace this with one of our breakable accessories, because we're going to want that boost. Let's see what we have. Solar Destruction, Attack 55, nah. Patience, nah. That's what we want. Yes. Wait, why is it... Oh, okay. So I guess you start the battle with 1400, but your base brave is still 300. Just wondering if it's worth, if I want the Soul of Valor or Unrivaled Valor. Just pondering things. We're gonna go with the Soul of Valor because looking at my walkthrough, I see what this enemy is, and yeah, that's gonna be a problem. And for summons, my walkthrough is also advising me Carbuncle instead. Apparently, he has Bahamut. Well, without further ado, let's rock. This is going to be the toughest battle we have had in the game up to this point, so... we are up against Ephemeral Phantom Jekt with really good equipment, a very nice bonus because of his much higher level than us, and 2 Hyper Rings, combined with 8.5 boosters that will give him a ridiculous multiplier when he's at critical health. So if he's flashing red, don't let him hit you. Now because he's Jekt, I assume he's going to try and Jekt block everything I do because that's how Jekt rolls. There's Bahamut. Okay.
Dodge this.
Where is the Jekt block?
Dodge this.
I remember that Jekt likes doing that.
Dodge this.
Hmm.
Get ready.
There we go. Perfect. Haha. Let's just get that before he does, just in case. Jekt, you're kind of making me look like a fool here. I said you're going to be the hardest battle we've had in the game up to this point, and so far you are a complete pansy.
Get ready. Here it comes. Have some more. This is gonna sting. See ya. I roll my bait.
Well, a pathetic ending to a pathetic boss. It's really, like, my walkthrough is like hyping him up as the most dangerous foe you face in a storyline yet, and he didn't lay it. Like, the only hand he laid on me was that chase attack. That's pathetic. Oh, I don't need another one. No, we can take off the Soul of Valor now, but yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I was prepared for epic showdown. Blazefire Saber. And that is useful not at all. And Mithril. That is useful. And we can trade for some Mithril stuff now. Well, not that. Mithril Bangle. Yes, I like that. Most characters can use that. Oh! But I'm a few gil short. Is that the best way I can spend it too? Because there's also the Mithril Helm. Which, once again, most characters can use okay, so that could be useful. And it's a lot cheaper too, I like that. Mithril Helm, Mithril Hairpin. No. Not gonna do that. And Mithril Vest. Once again, most characters, but it needs 2 Mithril. Of course it does. No, we're not doing that. Okay. So it looks like I'm going for an Iron Helm. And then the Mithril Helm. Yeah, that's good. I'm feeling good about that. It needed just a hairpin. Oh, but that hairpin's expensive. What? Why is that so much more expensive? Like, this one is 6606. It's like half the price. Why is it so much more expensive? It's that much better. Brave 86, defense 2. Not really. Like, it gives a bit more of a higher brave boost, but no defense and lower HP and lowers HP. Whatever. I'm not a game balancer, unless you count pony hacks. Let's get this off. Lightning. I think we're good now. Yeah, this is looking good. And after that, we'll hang on to our skills. I was thinking using the EX charge, but I remember this guy's not really a threat.
Lightning. I guess the rest of them still haven't made it back here yet.
It occurs to me, why did I drink that potion? My HP was and EX were already full.
Those things.
Gotta drink it in preparation to fight this guy. Okay, maybe I'm not this. Maybe I don't always think things through.
I don't know what he's after, but he's turned on us. And now he's attacking his own allies.
That doesn't sound like Kane at all.
I got separated from the others. I'm not sure they even managed to get out.
Cosmos?
I felt a great disturbance in the force.
It's Jack.
Like a voice cried out
I
in
felt the
terror
spirit
and
growing
was
weaker
suddenly
and then
silenced.
It vanished.
Vanished? So he was slain by one of Chaos's fiends.
Huh. I wouldn't bet on it. They have someone on the inside doing their work for them.
You think Kane did it?
Jack's not the only one he's gotten to. I saw him with my own eyes. I saw the friend he'd already betrayed. And I saw him try to claim his next victim too.
By which you mean you. Why wouldn't you just say that? He attacked me.
All of the other warriors are still.
The other warriors aren't coming. Listen to me. 2 of us made it out of that mess alive, and you're looking right at him. We keep
Lightning being a little paranoid and cynic, which really doesn't sound like Lightning at all.
Of all the stupid things to die for.
Pardon me here, I'm just gonna go off on an angry rant, which is also something Lightning is not famous for doing.
No. You too. Just like Kane, huh? Another traitor. What do you even want?
I am afraid that does not concern you at present.
Now, in the warrior's mind, what do you think he's thinking? I'm just gonna turn on one of my allies and kill her in front of Cosmos. You know, Cosmos won't mind, I'm sure she'll understand. And he's actually, you know, I'd give him a hyper ring instead, but, you know, he's gonna hurt a little bit.
Toss aside your blade and say goodnight.
No thanks. It's not my bedtime.
And Cosmos is just like, okay, I ain't gonna stick around and watch, I'm gonna teleport out of here, apparently. Wall. Nice, I didn't think that would break him, but I will not complain. Come on. Ooh, critical hit and another break. Ow. Okay, that hurt. Not as much as this will. See ya. Yes, it did sting Lightning. Oh, come on, if I'd hit it like a split second later, I would have had enough brave to kill him. That's just ridiculous. Okay, just send out the Razor Gale. Not a great plan. Once again, you know, enemies not always the right. 3 levels! Whoa! Jump booster, whoa, Somebody call for a hero's dream?
Stop.
Shut up.
You mustn't fight. Hear me, warriors. Stay your blades.
And his girlfriend steps in to defend him, of course. In hindsight, she would probably have won anyway.
Speak.
Let's call it a draw.
More than you reveal.
Yeah, how about instead of just killing me, you explain why?
My pardons.
Dramatic
I
pause.
may speak to you about Kane later.
I meant to tell you that one of our own was going around killing your other warriors. I'm sorry, but you know what it's like when you procrastinate, you put it off, something else comes up you gotta take care of first. I really was gonna bring it up.
No sooner had Cosmos imbued us with her power than the twisted warriors we came to know as mannequins appeared in this world. An endless spring of military might, directed
Like
by
that the cape there is
forces of chaos.
semi-transparent,
For
neat
each
effect.
we would slay, 2 more would take its place.
I think like the whole thing though should be like
Had we so
semi-transparent.
chosen, we could have battled until our last ounce of strength was drained.
This is where like I think the
There was one
prologue
thing
has a
that
neat
we knew we could
idea
never
for a
do.
story, but
Win.
I don't think
The
it
longer we
really
fought,
explains
the more painfully
the real
apart
problem
we
with the
became.
mannequins. Because like they
It's
mentioned, we
no
could
use.
fight until we have
No
no
matter how many
strength.
fall, there is always another wave. What kind of numbers must these abominations have?
That's like I remember like the theory was that there was a bit of fanon that because the mannequins weren't summoned by either of the gods, they're not bound by the rules of the cycle. That they get that their opponents are revived if they win. So like when you die to a mannequin, it's permanent. And I think that's a neat idea. They could have gone with it. It would have made more sense. Hyped up their danger, but you know.
How do you place our odds?
The reason they do give though is just that mannequins fight you until you're completely exhausted. And okay, I guess then, you know, you can go and kill Cosmos personally. Except, spoiler alert, in one of the... Well, actually, no, it was an official quest, so not a quest, not one of the reports, but the Warriors of Chaos do make it to Cosmos and kill her. And the Warriors revive anyway. like her fall causes the other warriors in the cycle to be defeated instantly, but the cycles continue anyway. So, you know, the Warriors of Chaos, I'm gonna go for Cosmos. So what's Kane's plan? Kill his allies before the mannequins do. Which is not a great plan. I know how to stop them from robbing the bank. We'll rob it before they do. It sounds like a thing out of, you know, no, it's stupid.
I realize it's not easy to believe.
The only thing I do support is how Kane knows this, which I think I mentioned before. They make good use of the Final Fantasy forecast in this game to tell an interesting story with them.
Some of our strength remains. We will be brought back and provided with a chance to fight again.
And again, like, okay, we'll have some strength left, but then why would the cycle end if you're not all beaten yet? You know, like, okay, this is a neat idea, but it raises a lot of questions about exactly how these cycles of war work.
You think we should just lose on purpose?
I do. It is our only hope of success.
And this is where Lightning punches him.
Look, even if what you're saying
Like, honestly, like, Lightning should have just wheeled off and slugged him, like, with snow at that scene. That was the perfect time and the perfect setup to do it. They should have had to do that.
Isn't gonna end. Why even fight?
Exactly.
What in the world are we doing here?
Hey look, Lightning understands the plot holes here.
Making the war end.
How?
We are here to use the power Cosmos has granted us, our crystals, to bring the cycle grinding to a halt. But as matters stand, we are doomed to fail before we can even obtain them.
Mannequins are merciless. They know only how to deliver death and destruction, from which there can be no return.
That said, however, I do like the backstory of the mannequins.
The crystals will never be ours to wield.
And I admit I also do like the plot here of the Warrior of Light turning traitor, because in the original Dissidia, you know, he was the eternally loyal, devoted, faithful paragon of Cosmos. But now he's almost sounding like Garland, you know? We have to submit to the cycle and accept our destiny. It is inevitable. So I think that's kind of like an interesting take here, turning him into a traitor. Like, he knows what Garland knows, sort of, now. How? You're with Cosmos. No, because Kane's out there, Warrior of Light's here.
Sometimes you must lose a battle to win the war. Please try to accept this. The crystals are our only hope.
You're wrong.
Yep.
The two of you can do whatever you want. But don't go asking me to believe in this crap.
I don't blame you. This is not a good plan.
I make my own fate. I'll keep looking for hope until I find some.
Lightning.
Hope I confirmed canon.
Say your next battle were to start now. There wouldn't be any fewer enemies out there.
She's right.
Never fresh doesn't guarantee we'd get our crystals any faster either.
Also correct.
At the very least, we might as well cut their numbers down first.
Like, that's the thing, like...
And it might just give us a shot.
Like, yeah, there's no guarantee they'll be gone in the next cycle, or that they won't get more.
Some intel that might change the whole game.
Like, you guys really did not think this through.
Want to even our odds? Try this on. I know.
Yeah, I think the model textures are better. Laguna's dog tags there look a little more clear.
But if you want to go looking, I'm up for it.
You are?
You know,
Lightning's uniform is still a little fuzzy, but
I promise
and Vaughn. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I'm finishing what I started. We've got better things to do than napping.
Again, I'd like to. I wonder if anyone's doing like an HD model swap.
I'm coming too.
If it's played on emulator, you know, it shouldn't be a Yeah, I have to imagine it's possible if the models are rigged
If
properly.
I can help, then I'll keep fighting.
But I don't know that. It's been years since I tried to model hack or texture hack this game. Since I was part of that community, I have no clue what it would entail.
Very well. Then I shall place my hope and trust in you.
Oh, cool. You're gonna come help us?
Guess it's a date.
Yes, Nat.
Looks like we've got some mannequins to disassemble.
So that is the end of that chapter. It's a very short chapter. Really, it's just part 2 of the first chapter. That happens a little later. But we are still we're not going to do Kane's because his is a full chapter, but we are going to do some of the reports. Here we go. Report 1 is basically Kuja's storyline told in reports, because for some reason they did not want to give any villain characters their own storylines, so Kuja gets a whole storyline confined to reports. Which actually does make sense, because if he had a full storyline, he'd have to have gateways to enter and enemies to fight, and how do you know, reconcile that with the mannequins being under the control of chaos? Doesn't work.
All of a sudden you find yourself dragged to this sorry place, and all of a sudden, a familiar face appears before you. Not a friend, no, an enemy whom you have no choice but to fight. A misguided prank of fickle gods. The person doesn't matter, only the connection. Even if that person is not the enemy you once hated.
Kuja, you're trying to seduce me.
Right? But if you do nothing, your enemy falls prey to one of the others. Can you live with that?
We have to be coy about this for some reason.
You decided?
Even though it would be fairly obvious to any players watching who we're talking about. And Kuja obviously knows, so, you know.
Even without my voice, the hymn praising chaos will not skip the smallest note.
But still, isn't there one here you once called an enemy?
Him? Oh, it no longer matters what happens to that one. All the encounters and memories in this world, none of it counts for a thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're never gonna mention this in a main series game ever.
I shall content myself with those I brought with me. Well, Cloud, I believe it's time I was going. Who knows when some eager hero will appear and start clamoring for a duel.
Especially on this stage, it's kind of the place for it.
If someone sets their sights on you, then quiet time is over.
Yeah, you're probably right. And Kuja?
Yes?
Those memories you have, I hope you manage to keep them.
Cloud's story is kind of interesting for prologue too, but he gets like a handful of scenes spread out between different reports.
Same for you. What's this? The brooder and the narcissist having a heart-to-heart?
Oh jeez, this part.
Gives me gas. Gives me gas, I say. And I give it back. Won't do.
Kefka cracking a fart joke. I think he's above that, honestly. You know, slaughtering a village and using their bodies to spell out the word fart joke. You know, he might do that.
Such a thing. Such a waste. Aha! I am furnished with a thought. For these irretrievably, pathetically wretched excuses for intelligent beings, I shall extend a personal favor.
Kefka's so evil he can laugh without moving his mouth. And part 2 of Kuja's story, even though for some reason it's Singer of the End 1 when it is blatantly part 2. Why are you here? And again, I like in the original Dissidia, Kuja was really badly done, and I don't mean the voice actor. I think I've mentioned him in a past part, but Kuja was just bad, and he was this immature child, and it was kind of faithful to Final Fantasy IX, but I don't think they played it quite right. But Kuja in this game, you know, they're like, yeah, Laguna. They mentioned in a later report that, yeah, that was Laguna. But yeah, like, in this game, they're gonna adapt that. When Kuja died, he and Zidane were not enemies anymore. You know, they kind of made peace with each other. And just, yeah, if we defeat Chaos, his words will disappear if he falls. Isn't it dangerous to go alone? Take this! But yeah, and in this game, like, they made that adapting more with Kuja still being kind of a tricky schemer, but he's not evil, really. And they justify why he is in the next chapter. And you know, Kuja kind of has a problem with obeying authority figures that tell him what to do and control his life. It's also interesting, of course, then that Kuja and Zidane, not really, but especially with Dissidia NT, they kind of form a storyline with the Final Fantasy VI cast, which I am all down for. Better Zidane and Kuja than Vaughn. This better be important. I was just about to sing Magic Dance for the 3rd time today, and the 3rd one is always the best performance. Oh, more scenes. And this is how Kefka's control over Terra was weakened. And one of the best parts in Dissidia NT is when Kuja teams up with Zidane and Terra to fight the Emperor and Sephiroth. If only they were fighting Kefka and the Emperor. That'd be awesome. But yeah, and this is also the scene that pretty much gave rise to the Kuja and Terra pairing. I don't know how widespread it is, but I have seen a few fanfics for it. You know, Terra's like one of the few women in this game who, at least in the original Dissidia, so of course she's going to be shipped with everyone. Just noticing. Curse is a little misaligned. I don't know if that's the texture hack or if that's just this game. Because like it's aligned with the line, but not like pointing right at the word properly. Okay, here we go. Now, Kuja is level 6 because he's one of the characters I used for my battle genning off screen. So he has Snatch Blow, launch attack with Holy, and Strike Energy. Strike Energy, close attack, Snatch Blow, mid-ranged attack. Strike Energy, close energy range. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I meant to do this. There. And Ring Holy, fire off 3 homing spells, and Snatch Shot, which shoots fireballs. It is launch combo with Holy. Doesn't have. I think it's Burst Energy, which is the close ranged one that starts with Flare, but looks like he has not learned that. And he has not mastered all his abilities, so I can't equip a 3rd ground attack either. I could de-equip Glide. There, yes. Mage Masher, yes. We want him with that. Power Omelet, yeah, fine. Helm, can't equip that. Plumed Helmet, no. Okay, so he's fine there. And we will get him the Earring, level 1 to 9, HP 100. Do we have anything else? No, that's fine. And summons, we have 3 fights, so we may as well equip Ifrit. And just want to check quickly, protect stud and white cape. No, no, thank you, don't need those. Booster, what's that do? Oh, no. There it is, Growth Egg experience. The pebble breaks and turns into the Growth Seed, which you can trade for the Growth Egg. So that's handy. May as well get it. I don't know if I'll need it, but if I want to level grind or level up quickly, I may as well. It's core absorption, assist gauge charge. Yes, assist gauge charge. That you do not want to lose because that lowers the rate your assist charges, and no. I came in here I'm kicking myself because I came into the shop to look for something and I came. Oh, I remember what I wanted to look for. There was a particular Hero Spirit, CP plus. Need the Lucky Charm. Well, why? It has nothing to do with the Lucky Charm. Its effect, it's completely different. Well, I'm not getting the Lucky Charm, so I guess I'm not getting the CP booster. So, we're good. Just reminding myself. It's the okay, yep, I'm feeling good about this. Let's rock. Singer of the End 2. That no good brat! My spell isn't working! Shut it, sweet cakes! I have mixed feelings on them going the... Oh yes, and he and his black thong are going to regret this. One of the most epic lines in any video game ever. Ever. But yeah, they kind of like frame Kefka's control of Terra as like a domestic abuser. Which I have mixed feelings about, because on the one hand, another classic epic line from gaming. But like, framing Kefka as like a domestic abuser in his relationship with Terra, it really makes their relationship squicky and uncomfortable. Which of course I'm assuming is the point, because why else would they do it? But also, like, I think of Kefka as asexual. I don't think he's capable of like physical or sexual attraction to anything. He just likes destruction. If Kefka has a fetish, it's destruction. You know, so I really don't know if he would like refer to Terra in sexual terms. But anyway, on to this. I remember doing trailers for this game. They showed that scene of them referring to Kuja as a warrior of chaos, of Cosmos. So there was speculation like, is Kuja on Cosmos' side? What could this lead into? And then a later trailer showed Cloud as a Chaos Warrior and Zidane accusing Kuja of betraying them. So like, oh, he's just tricking them into thinking he's a Cosmos Warrior. Which was still interesting because, you know, you're giving Kuja a different story role. And then the final product came out and of course it's all a mixture of everything.
What are you?
What are you? I'm confused and upset. That's why I'm still eternally smiling.
Prepare to meet your doom! But wait, I count 1, 2, 3 versus 4.
Like again, like Kuja's default expression is like a little smirk, like facial animation, we know you are capable of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a warm round of applause for the awe-inspiring mannequins! Come on in then, don't be shy. Now then, my beauties. Don't forget tomorrow is payday, let's earn those coins. Beat those cosmos.
Oh, Kefka. Like, there! That's a facial expression! Look! Why couldn't he have had that beforehand, you know? I also kind of like the camera angle, like they obscure the eyes.
Deliciously odd. These mannequins were born to bash on Cosmos's cohorts. They would never think of harming weak comrades in chaos, but should be chomping at the bit to take a bite out of any hero of harmony. Why, pray tell, did they choose to pass you by?
And why would I be bringing this up in this manner, when it should be self-evident that you're a traitor by now?
Traitor. I knew it.
Just cluing in on that, huh? Like, seriously, this does not look good for Kuja. You know, the other 3 warriors of Cosmos, of Chaos show up and bring with them Kuja mannequins.
Shame. It seems you'll perish here after all.
And Kuja just rolls with it.
Ready your weapons if you don't want to die. Or perhaps you'd prefer to just tuck tail and scamper away into the shadows?
What are you talking about? You were lying to us this whole time?
Yes, I believe that's the term. The plan began with deceit, then came entrapment, and now finally...
It's also cool, again, that the 3 are Zidane, Bots, and Squall, again, linking everything to the 013 cycle with Kuja and Kefka. And to a lesser extent, Ultimecia.
I am more than a match for these 3 fools.
Yes, you will be. Okay, they recommended level 5, I was just level 6, but this is just gonna be unfair now. Okay, well, he's gonna hurt a lot. Because he's got that full EX.
Get ready for a good one.
the first time, I had to ditch it. I actually played through Chapter 1 once before, and I had to redo it because... whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh. Seriously, bots. Anyway, as I was saying, when I played through the first chapter once before, and I had to re-record it because it got copyright flagged because the music was too loud and audible at some parts. So, and during that part, I included Kuja's chapter here, which made it way too long. It was almost pretty much an hour and a half because, again, like, Kuja is basically like a mini storyline. And but when I tried to do it, I tried to do it with Kuja at level 1, and not fun. Because even just like these few levels from 1 to 6, he learns that ground strike energy, and so it really increases his efficiency in battle, makes him a much better character to play as.
Typical dirty chaos trick.
So the first time I did this, where they run at level 1, I had a very hard time of it. And now I'm having a very easy time. But yeah, he's thrashing them, and it also helps that I have Ifrit. Squall, stand still and let me catch you! Thank you, that was better. Okay, and last but certainly not least, best hero. Really, these days I'm torn between if I like Zidane or Terra more. It's really hard to describe, but Zidane is without question best male hero, at the very least. There's a lot of characters I like in Final Fantasy that I think are really good, but Zidane is just the best. Now that was just mean! Not this time. I wanted to do the chase. Come on. There we go. Oh, don't mind if I do. Oop. Come on, Zidane. Oh, now you've made it personal, boy. That really annoys me. Seriously. That is one thing I wish a remaster would change. Like, the inputs for Kuja's follow-ups depend on his distance from the... That was mine! His follow-ups depend on his distance from the opponent, but sometimes it's hard to judge. Like, there! You know, if they added, like, some other way to change his follow-ups, that'd be handy. There we go! And thank you! You're not gonna make me fight for it! After all that trouble you gave me and taking my EX core. Random thought, it bugs me in the Final Fantasy Record Keeper spin-off that Kuja is a dark elemental character, when his entire moveset is based on his Dissidia moveset, which are Flare and Holy. But Record Keeper makes all the villains dark, so Kuja's dark too.
Interesting show. However, Your antics go too far.
It was not beneficial for us to cooperate with your plan. You endangered your fellow warriors and risked the destruction of our divine master. Such fatal flaws in your design. Seems like you underestimated that annoying Harlequin.
Like, that's such an odd line to say. Like, if they, like, it's implied they buy the story that this was Kuja's plan all along and he's not a traitor, but then why would they say they underestimated Kefka? If, like, unless, because that line implies that they're assuming Kuja didn't want Kefka to find out, and then Kefka did. You know, like something like, you know, like, you could have failed if not for that Harlequin, or something.
The fact that you let them get away is most regrettable.
I'm not sure the original Japanese script, but I remember the original Dissidia, from what I remember when I did the translations, was fairly faithful as far as I know in most areas, so I don't know if this is just a translation problem or, you know, just awkward dialogue.
If you don't want to fight, then that's up to you. Your original plan is still stunning. It can still
Kefka, evil mentor.
Take a dash of nostalgic memories mixed with a dollop of half-dead Kuja, and I'm sure those emotional monkeys can be fooled into believing you again.
Sounds like you have it all figured out for me. Were you really so upset? You think I let them slip through my fingers? If that's the case, then you can simply force me to battle until you're satisfied.
This is like, I know you know, I know that I'm lying. Or am I?
Oh, yes.
Passive-aggressive combat taken to the next level.
Puppet, Terra, wasn't it? How is she doing? Oh, never mind. It's
I do like that though, Kuja, like, yeah, well, you fucked with me, well, surprise! I fucked back preemptively. Ha 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 ha!
You've perfected the bad loser act at least.
Has he?
Don't you dare.
Like again, this is also obvious that Kefka and Kuja are putting on shows for each other.
To a Cosmos crony, and I will be there the whole
And that's how this storyline actually happened before the first chapter and led into Kefka setting Kuja up to die to lightning. Now there is one other report. It does not take too long. I'm just wondering if I want to do it. Yeah, it shouldn't hurt too much. Like, Terra will probably only gain 1 level. And it's a chance to see Best Girl in action. Blizzard, Fire, Blizzara, Thundara. Recommended level of 5. Well, we saw what a curb stomp that was last time. So, we're not going to do that. There it is. Summon. Auto summon when near death. Wish I had Ifrit, because I'm going to need that bravery boost. And just summon the Blizzard combo, Fire. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. This should be fine. With summons and top tier equipment, I probably won't even notice the level difference. Yes, yes, please don't remind us that Street Rat talked to you and touched you. If Cosmos dies, Vaughn will disappear. But I also don't want Cosmos to die, so I'm not sure what to do. Oh, there's 4. I thought there were 3. Okay, this shouldn't be fine. This should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. This is not gonna be a problem. It shouldn't throw off Terra's... Now, Cloud, that was just rude. It shouldn't throw off Terra's level too much for her storyline. That's the main reason I don't want to... Yeah, I was reluctant to do this one is... You know, I don't want to, like, go into Terra's storyline and she starts at level 4. Because you can import your old save data from the first Dissidia to this one, including levels, they introduced a mechanic to balance out the fact that these storylines had to be doable for both people with level 100 characters and people just starting the game. So, and the mechanic they used to do that to try and balance in both ways is not very well thought out. But we'll get to that when we get to the 013 cycle. Oh, I thought that would get her. Surprised it didn't. Not that I will complain. Apparently in an interview, Tetsuya Nomura in the original game said that Terra is one of his favorite characters to play as, and he really likes her tornado attack. And I can't argue, it's pretty cool, you know, it's melee high, so even if it's a spell, it can block most other attacks, and lasts a long time and is pretty annoying sometimes if you don't know how to deal with it. And the AI is stupid, so I have that for my favor.
I'll use my powers for everyone. Get away!
And again, we are having no problem here, in spite of our level disadvantage. Ultimecia. Seriously? You witch! And she still hasn't gained a level yet, so okay, yeah, she'll be fine by the time we get to Terra's story. She'll probably gain the level from, yeah, it's a level 4 enemy. With a pretty nasty booster setup, as you can see, actually, so let's not drag this out. Oh! Dick! I mean, I know being a dick is kind of Kefka's thing, but still. And that, if I remember correctly, reduces my brave to 0 when the timer goes up. But he's not going to live that long. Yeah. Oh, whoop. There we go. You're Kefka, so you get extra pain. No, you won't. That's my awesome girl. Zidana's best male hero, Terra is best female hero. Don't try to argue it, you all know it's true.
I can't stall just yet.
I also like the neat transition. The first 3 fights are at the castle, and then the last one's at Cosmos' throne.
Hold.
Did you just see what she did? You don't want this fight, trust me. She'd kick your ass. We can't hurt her, she's too cute.
Could it be she was sparring with mannequins?
And that is one thing, like, Terra is attractive. I like she's not like Vavoom Ms. Fan Service attractive. She's just classically pretty, you know? Like, revealing costumes in these games aside.
I sense a strong conviction in her. She no longer wishes to fight. She wants peace.
Cosmos, you realize this girl is a warrior of chaos.
Oh my god, Wall, you can't just ask people why they're warriors of chaos.
She is also a warrior who longs to bring an end to this long war.
Well, strictly speaking, so do the warriors of chaos, just, you know, they wish that for a different reason than you guys.
Rest, child, until you are well. When you awaken, you can choose a new path of your own free will.
And it comes with a free good costume change, too. Pretty sweet deal, really. So the next report, according to my walkthrough, is just Oh, there's nothing in the next report. I thought there'd be a cutscene or something. Okay, well, okay, so that is it for the reports. I'm just gonna check the calendar while I'm talking, and there's nothing. So thank you for watching this part of Dissidia Duodecim Final Fantasy, and I will see you next time for Chapter 6, Kane's Trial.